Alright guys, actually the next beer I'm going to review is my beer, the one that I brewed, Janis hoplin. So, to be honest, I was a sucker for the name. I thought it was kind of funny. I was going to call it the Trader beer, but whatever. Yeah, so I brewed this beer not doing any research on the hop. I bought the hop. It was actually 2014 year. Here's something else that's interesting too, and I went off the recipe. After drinking all the other beers, mine is considerably less lighter in color. It's because I bought the ingredients for a 5-gallon batch and ended up doing a 10-gallon batch. Well, I ended up buying the specialty malts for a 5-gallon batch, so I don't know if it was Crystal 40 or something like that, a pound, or it's supposed to be a pound in a 5-gallon batch, and I ended up putting a 5 pounds into a 10-gallon batch, so whatever. But I did carb this thing a little undercarbed. I did bottle it a little undercarbed from the keg. I'll say this: as soon as I opened up the bag of Janis hoplin, which was, to finish my story, it was 2014, and I picked it up for like $5 or $6. It was kind of like on clearance, but it was from Yakima Valley, I believe, or what was it? Yeah, I think it was Yakima Valley. So it was Mylar sealed. It was whole hops, but I found that they keep their hops pretty well conditioned, and having a hop that's a year old isn't, in my opinion, that big of a deal. I'm sure it's percentage-wise not as good as a hop that just came out, so, but anyways, I've had pretty good luck using hops that are a year, 2, 3, 4 years old out of my freezer. I haven't really seen a huge decline if they're properly vacuum sealed and frozen, so I can't really blame that. But anyway, so I open up the bag of this Janis hoplin, and I'm used to pretty much working with IPA type hops for the most part. You take a smell of them, and you can smell Amarillo or Simcoe or Cascade, and they just smell like they're going to be good. I opened up this bag and was like, I almost changed my hop right there. And maybe I should have, maybe I shouldn't have. I decided to go through with it. But I was going to use a different, I can't remember which hop I was gonna substitute for, but I had some hops down there that I was going to possibly use. But anyway, so wasn't thrilled about the smell of the hops, at least as far as an IPA type hop. So that's kind of coming through on the nose as well. Not a huge nose. It smells herbally, like herbs. Maybe a little earthy, but kind of herbs. Let's give it a taste. Yeah. The nose follows the taste pretty well. It's just an earthy hop. Josh actually described it as, what did he describe it as? Pinon? Gosh, yeah, you'll have to go back through and look at it. But he had not pinon, juniperberries or something. It does have kind of like a sagey, like a sagebrush or something like that. Character. It almost has like a noble character to me more than anything. It's definitely not a hop to use in an IPA. You could maybe find a use for it in a English bitter, maybe. Would probably be better. Or like was suggested by Josh, like a wood-aged beer, just because it has like kind of a cedary kind of taste to it already. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed about this beer. It's I don't really enjoy it. I ended up dumping out half a keg of it and just got rid of it. And I didn't really. I wasn't drinking it and wasn't going to, but I did bottle this at the same time. I bottled the others and just so I could review it. I mean, it's not a bad beer. I drank on it a couple nights, but just was not excited about drinking it. And if I'm not excited about a beer, I dump it. But yeah, it's interesting. I think there might be a I don't know if it's the hop or brewing practices. There could be something slightly off on it. It's pretty minor. I think it might just be the hop. I don't know. I mean, my process has been the same, and I usually don't get this. It's been a while since I brewed a beer that had kind of a noticeable off flavor. I think it's just the hops. I think it's just that herbal pinon thing, that kind of earthy quality to it. Yeah. Anyway, so Janis hoplin. I'm not even sure you can get it anymore. I haven't seen it around. So it's probably a bad hop to actually review if you can't actually get the hop anymore. And I didn't really think of that until after I'd brewed the beer and until actually recently. But anyways, so yeah, Janis hoplin. If you see it, it's an interesting hop. You can tell how light this beer is. Sorry guys, it's kind of didn't follow the recipe, but that was one of those things, like I didn't realize it till halfway through the mash, like, oh wait a second, just because I last minute decided to do 10-gallon batch, I didn't up the specialty malts, but whatever. It's not really that type of thing. It's mostly about the hops. So, all right. Well, stay tuned. I'm going to do another video real fast. I'm kind of messing around with something that's non-homebrew related, but it's pretty cool. So, if you're watching this, watch my next video. It's just going to be kind of like a non-brewing update of another project that I'm working on. So, all right, guys. Bye.